Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. I am your host, Prophet Ramon Preston. And guess what? We are live right here in his house from the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. This is the day that the Lord has made. We're already rejoicing and we're glad in it. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to hit the like button. I want you to hit the share button. I want you to tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know your boy, he's live today on the Ramon Preston Show. And I'm getting ready to share with you four advantages of millionaires. Every time we use the word millionaire, everybody has a different interpretation of it. Every time we use the word millionaire, everybody has a different opinion about it. But I want to share with you 4 advantages of millionaires because I want you to have a millionaire mindset. I want you to develop a millionaire skill set. And if you're going to have a millionaire mindset, a millionaire skill set, you're going to have to know what the advantages of that mindset and skill set is. So please do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the share button, tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know Prophet Ramon and the squad. We are live today on the Ramon Preston Show and your boy is about to talk about the four. I'm saying properly the 4, but it's the 4. I can't even spell. The 4 advantages of millionaires. That's what we're going to talk about today. So wherever you're watching me from, please hit the like button, hit the share button, and drop in the comments what city, what state, what country, what area you're watching us from today. I want to welcome you to the show. Every Monday through Friday, we show up here live because we have information that we know is designed to help you properly start, structure, and scale any business, any ministry, any income stream, and any wealth building dream. I also want to say before we get started, happy Black History Month. So whether you are black or you're white or you're Asian or whatever community you're part of, you should celebrate Black history and you should facilitate making Black history. And so as a black man in the United States of America, I'm extremely proud to not only be a part of the celebration of Black history, but to be a part of making Black history. So every day that we have an opportunity to get up and get out here in the marketplace and do what we know God has given us the ability to do, we're not only celebrating Black history, but we're making Black history. And so I give a shout out to all of the pioneers who have paved the way, all of the leaders of our community who have created foundations for us to build the framework of success on. We salute all of them. We salute all of you, those of you that are still living and are part of our communities, and you are pillars in our communities. We love you. We appreciate you. And we certainly love and appreciate all the contributions that every other community has made to help celebrate and facilitate Black history and making Black history. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about the 4 advantages of millionaires. The 4 advantages of millionaires. And again, I need you to hit the like button, hit the share button. I need you to share this with someone. I need you to tag someone. I need you to text someone, inbox, DM someone, and let them know that the Ramon Preston Show is live today. And we have been on such a whirlwind just within the first month of this year because we just going hard this year. And one of the things that I've been going hard on is helping people develop the mindset and develop the skill set of becoming a millionaire. Now, again, there's a lot of math behind being a millionaire. There's a lot of metrics behind being a millionaire. But from a fundamental perspective, outside of the math and the metrics, okay, from a fundamental perspective, meaning that when you just think of the basic understanding of a millionaire, I want you to, outside of the math and the metrics, I want you to understand it. I want you to see it from the perspective of you having a certain mindset. So even if you don't have $1 million, even if what you're doing doesn't necessarily move you to $1 million, it still doesn't mean that you can't have the mindset of a millionaire. And it doesn't mean that you can't educate and train yourself to have the skill set of a millionaire. And the truth is, most people who become net worth millionaires mathematically with real numbers, most people who become millionaires, they become millionaires because they, prior to becoming a millionaire, adopted a mindset. They developed a skill set, and that mindset and skill set collectively brought them to a place of becoming a net worth millionaire. So I know a lot of people, at least a lot of people that I put myself around, who are millionaires. I know a lot of people who are not millionaires, but they still have the mindset and they're developing the skill set of a millionaire. And one thing is guaranteed, okay? One thing is guaranteed. If you never develop the mindset, if you never adopt the mindset, if you never develop the skill set, then your chances of ever becoming a millionaire or even being put in a financial category close to a millionaire are your chances are slim to none. So I want to share with you the 4 advantages of millionaires. Like, when you think about people who you see are actually millionaires, people that you know are actually millionaires, and you understand that in order for them to become that, all right, in order for them to reach that place, there's a certain mindset that they had to adopt. There are certain skill sets that they had to develop. And as a result of adopting those mindsets, as a result of developing those skill sets, they worked their way strategically to a place to actually become millionaires. So once you are a millionaire, or when you are in the process of becoming a millionaire, there are certain things that you're doing because of the mindset. There are certain things that you're doing because of the skill set. There are certain practices. There are certain behavior patterns. There are certain disciplines. There are certain daily executions that you participate in regularly, daily, that give you an advantage over most of the people in society. And so I just want to point out 4 of those advantages of millionaires. Now, again, when I give you these 4 advantages, you may see that you're doing these exact same things. And if for some reason these things are not necessarily mapping you towards becoming a millionaire, then it may not necessarily mean that these things don't work. It may just mean you have to go back to the basis, the foundation of your mindset and your skill set to see to it that whatever the things are that you're doing, even if it's these 4 things, among those things, that they are fueled by, that they are facilitated by, that they are reinforced by the right mindsets and the right skill sets. And so the 4 advantages of millionaires. Number one, millionaires know how to do this one thing, and they do this one thing well. And now don't write it off. Don't just think, oh, that's easy. Anybody can do that. No, everybody can't do that. So don't think it's that easy. The first advantages of millionaires is millionaires know how to make money. Now, there are some reasons why millionaires know how to make money differently than what you may think making money is, because you might be thinking, oh, I can go get a job and make money. Yeah, but that's not the kind of money we talking about you making. I can go start a side hustle and make money. That ain't necessarily what I'm referring to. When I say one of the 4 advantages of millionaires is that millionaires know how to make money, what I'm saying is millionaires know how to convert things into cash. That's what I'm referring to. So when you think about making money, we're not talking about going to get a job. All right? When you're thinking about making money, we're not thinking about just starting a side hustle. When we think about making money from a millionaire's perspective, we're thinking about converting things into cash. So the people who really know how to make money are the people who know how to take things and convert these things into what? Into cash. So for example, this is a thing. This is a thing, right? This is just something. It's got my logo on it, by the way. This is a, what do you call these things? A coaster. I couldn't even think about it. This is a coaster, right? This is just the thing. I'm showing you this for example. Well, the advantage of a millionaire is that a millionaire knows how to make money, or in other words, a millionaire knows how to take things and convert these things, ta-da, into cash. But a lot of people don't know how to take things and convert them into cash. Most people, they only know how to use a job, meaning that they can take the thing of their talent, they could take the thing of their skill, they could take the thing of their time and convert that into cash. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to ever become a millionaire. So understanding that millionaires have an advantage of converting things into cash means that you understand millionaires know how to convert things into cash. They know how to make money. They know how to take ideas. They know how to take relationships. They know how to take knowledge. They know how to take certain skill sets. They know how to take intellectual property, and they know how to convert those things individually or even collectively into cash. I'm gonna give you another way of explaining this so that you can see it. Millionaires know how to sell. Millionaires typically know how to market. Millionaires know how to close. Millionaires know how to promote. Millionaires know how to do deals. Millionaires know how to get attention. So when you think about making money, don't just think about going to get a job and somebody paying you for your time or for your energy or for your effort or for your skill set. No, 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 no. When you think about making money from the perspective of a millionaire, you need to think about selling. You need to think about closing. You need to think about getting deals and doing deals. You need to think about marketing, promoting, and attention. So if I think about this, if I can learn the skill set of marketing, if I can learn the skill set of promoting, if I can learn the skill set of getting attention, and if I can use this to learn how to make sales, close deals, and create regular deals, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to make money. And it doesn't mean I've got to give up my time. It doesn't mean I got to give up all of my energy. It doesn't mean I got to work a job in order to market, promote, get attention, make sales, close, and create deals. It just means that I've got to get good at this thing called making money. And this is a big advantage of millionaires, because millionaires know how to make money. And so I want you to think about, what exactly are you doing today to make money? All right, I want you to think about that. What are the things that you're doing today to make money? A job may be one thing that you're doing to make money. What are some other things that you can do to make money? What are some other skill sets that you have that you can utilize to make money? All right, not just a job. Okay, maybe you have a certain skill set, but you got to learn to create more opportunities to make money, meaning that you've got to create more opportunities to convert things into cash. And I've been talking to a lot of my students and clients about this for the last couple months. I started this conversation in November when I hosted our last workshop for 2021. And then just 2 weeks ago, we hosted our first one in 2022. And both of these workshops were centered around sales and marketing. Both of these. And the reason why I'm having so many conversations with my students and clients about sales and marketing, which truthfully, it should be marketing and sales, just to make it proper. How about that? Let's make it proper. Let's say marketing, and then we're going to say sales. And these are the conversations that I'm having with people right now, because so many entrepreneurs are getting caught up, and just individuals as well, getting caught up in, okay, I need another job. Okay, that's a W-2. So many entrepreneurs are getting caught up in, oh man, I need an LLC. So many people that I talk to are getting caught up in, oh, I need a loan. Oh, I need a line of credit. Oh, I need to get my credit score up, my score up. All these things that people are focusing on. They're focusing on, man, I need a second job. I need to get my LLC right. Man, I need a bank to give me a loan. I need a credit card, a line of credit. I need to get my credit score up. I need my number to go up 200 points. All these things people are focusing on, and nobody's paying attention to these two things, because these things are not necessarily going to make you money. Not necessarily. You can get a W-2 job and lose more money than you make it, right? Like, I've had jobs. I remember there was a time that I had 2 jobs. I had 2 full-time jobs, and I probably had it for about 3 or 4 weeks, and I just couldn't do it. I was literally going to work at 5, I think it was 5 in the morning to 1:30 on my first job, and then I'll leave there, walk up the road, and go to my second job from 3:30 p.m. to like 9:30. When I tell you I did that for like 3 weeks, and I was through. I was burnt out. And then I dropped my second job, kept my full-time job, my first job, and then I started another part-time job and a side hustle. So my point is, just because I got more jobs didn't mean I was making more money. And just because you have a business as a LLC or a loan or a line of credit or credit cards or a good credit score, it doesn't necessarily mean you know how to make money. It just means you know how to get a job, right? It just means you know how to start an LLC. It just means you know how to get an EIN. It just means you know how to go get a loan. It just means you know how to get a line of credit. It just means that you know how to get your credit score up. But we need to scrap all this stuff. We need to scrap all that stuff, and we need to figure out what is the best way for me to make money. What is the best way for me to convert things into cash? What exactly can I use to take my ideas, to take my knowledge, to take my relationships, to take my skill sets, to take my time and my energy, and maybe to take my products and services or other people's products and services? What is the best way that I can do it? Well, the best way to do it is to get really good at marketing. All right? And make sure that your marketing leads to sales. And guess what? The more you market, the more leads you're going to get, and the more sales you're going to have. And if you just focus on these two alone, like, this is why millionaires become millionaires, because they have an advantage. When you think of the most successful entrepreneurs on the planet, when you think of the most successful companies on the planet, I was just finishing up a book, and the author was talking about how Coca-Cola alone as a company spends over $4 billion a year just in marketing. Think about that. Like, one company spends over $4 billion a year just in marketing. Now, when you say Coca-Cola, most people know about Coca-Cola, right? When you think of Coca-Cola, most people, I mean, you can go to a store and see another bottle that has a different brand name on it, but if you see dark liquid in it, you might even call it, oh, let me get that Coke, because it ain't orange, or it ain't red, or it ain't white. Why? Because somebody has gotten so good at this thing called marketing, because they know marketing leads to sales. And the better I get at marketing, the better I get at getting leads to making sales, meaning that the better I get at making money or converting things into cash, even if the things that I'm converting into cash are not the best things, because nobody can disagree with me that alkaline water is not better than Coca-Cola, right? Like if you put a bottle of Coke and a bottle of alkaline water beside each other and you say which one is the best for your health, nobody's going to point at Coca-Cola and say, oh, that's it. Yeah. No, everybody's going to point at the alkaline water. But now if you say which one is the best known, right? Guess what most people are going to say? Oh, the best known? We don't even know what alkaline water is. What does that mean? Is it bleach in it? Most people don't even know because it's not best known even though it's best. So what has given Coca-Cola the advantage? Well, they know how to make money. They know how to market, they know how to create leads, and they know how to make sales. So if you want to learn how to make money, if you want to get better at making money, if you know you want to increase your income, there are so many different strategies I can give you. But if you want to learn the millionaire way of making money, which is the first advantage of a millionaire, you want to learn how to market. You really need to get good at that. Now, I do have some training on marketing. We have some workshops on marketing. We teach you a lot of creative strategies that can get you attention, that can show you how to promote yourself and your business and brand better, and can ultimately get you some leads so that you can make conversions, increase your sales, and make money, because that's what it's all about. So if you're doing a whole lot of marketing and your marketing is not leading to this, then guess what? Your marketing is not working. Your marketing sucks, all right? If you ain't making money, your marketing sucks. And we want to change that narrative. We need to change that narrative. So the first advantage of millionaires is what? Millionaires know how to make money. Number two, millionaires know how to, you might not believe this, but most of them do. Millionaires know how to minimize taxes. Like what I'm telling you, I live it. So I know what I'm saying is true. And the people that I'm around every day, like I'm a part of some powerful circles of people who live by these principles and practices every day. And they're killing it. They're crushing it because they understand these things. They know these things. The second advantage of millionaires is millionaires know how to minimize taxes. So once you start making money, and I say this to a lot of my students and clients, especially the ones that I'm mentoring, I always tell them, your biggest issue is going to be making money. Once you start making money, your next issue is going to be your financial systems. You're going to have to learn how to track your income and expenses. You're going to have to stay on top of your cash flow. You're going to have to really know how to integrate that into your activity so that you can know all your transactions. Why is that so important? I'm going to put it second on the list because the next thing that you're going to have to figure out how to do is minimize your taxes. Your biggest expense as a human, I'm not even going to say as an entrepreneur, your biggest expense as a human is taxes. Think about it. Your biggest expense is taxes. Your biggest expense is taxes. If you work a W-2 job, if you're a W-2 employee, okay? If you're a W-2 employee, I want you to look at your gross pay, and then I want you to look at your net, your take-home pay. This is what I want you to do. And I want you to look at whatever's in between. The biggest percentage between your gross and your pay is what? It's taxes, because that's your biggest expense. But here's the thing. Once you get your net pay, this is your take-home pay, and you stop at the gas station and get gas, and you buy a couple items out of the gas station, and then you go into Publix and Target and Walmart and you buy a couple things. Guess what you're also paying? If you buy a house and you're paying payments on your house, or you have a car, or you go get a car, you go buy some clothes from the mall, guess what you're paying? Like, these are your biggest expenses. Your biggest expense as a human is taxes. So guess what? If you are an independent contractor, 1099, if you're a network marketer, if you are a legitimate business owner, if you're a preacher and you get paid to do what you do as a preacher. At some point, guess what you're going to be paying? You're going to be paying taxes. So it's one thing to figure out how to increase your income so that you can make more money, and to know what you're doing and to get better at it through marketing and sales, through leads and conversions. But it's another thing to know, once you start making that money, how you can minimize the tax liability of that money. This is a very important component. So the largest companies in the world, you always hear on the news that they're paying zero in taxes. Now, most of them are not necessarily paying zero in overall taxes. A lot of them are paying payroll. Like, I have to pay payroll taxes even if I'm not paying federal income taxes, okay, or state taxes. I still have to pay payroll taxes as an employer. There are certain things you just not gonna get around. But when it comes to your federal taxes and your state taxes, if you're in a state that has state taxes, that tax liability can be minimized if you know how to do it. Am I making sense to you? Am I making any sense to you? So the second advantage of millionaires is that, number one, they know how to make money, and number two, they know how to minimize their taxes. So that means they're going to, let's say they're going to make $100,000, and down here is going to be their net, right? And this net dollar amount, they're going to pay taxes on, right? So a millionaire understands, when I make this $100,000, by the time the dollars get down here, I want that dollar to be so low, if not zero or negative, that my tax liability doesn't exist, or it is minimized. So what you do in between, once you make this, is going to have a lot to do with how low you minimize your taxes. So I have a lot of strategies that I teach my students on that. I have some of the best people in my corner on my team in terms of CPAs and tax strategists and other people who understand a lot of the things. But again, even before I had a lot of these types of people in my life as consultants or people that I'm able to reach out to and get support from, I had to learn this. I had to figure this part out. I had to understand it. So you're never going to get to a place, and I always say this to people, if you think you're going to just get good at making money but not understand the tax game with the money that you're making, and you're going to expect someone else to do that for you, well, have you seen what has happened to a lot of people, celebrities and famous people, who they were making a lot of money, so they had the number one taken care of. They knew how to make money. They had talent, they had skill sets, they were famous, they were celebrities. They could just magnetically draw money to them, right? The problem was, the second thing, or the second advantage, was that they needed to minimize their taxes. So there are certain systems financially that they did not understand. There are certain strategies of economically that they didn't understand. And as a result, they found themselves in a lot of tax liability troubles, because they did not know how to minimize their taxes. And so the second advantage of millionaires is they know how to minimize their taxes. Number three, the third advantage of millionaires is millionaires know how to manage spending. Millionaires know how to manage spending. And they don't manage spending the way most people think they manage spending. They don't manage spending the way most people think they manage spending. So if you're writing notes, I want you to take that down. The third advantage of millionaires is they know how to manage spending. They know how to manage spending. So let me help you understand how millionaires use managing spending as an advantage. Number one, they are disciplined to delay gratification. They're disciplined to delay gratification. I want you to write that down. if you're gonna know how to manage spending like a millionaire, you gotta become disciplined to delay gratification. What do you mean delay gratification? Well, first of all, you gotta get disciplined. Disciplined. You gotta build a muscle. You have to build a muscle. This is personal. You have to build a muscle that you're not consumer minded, okay? So you can like nice things, you can want to do nice things, but you can't be so overwhelmingly undisciplined in wanting nice things and doing nice things that you never manage your spending. So the first thing that you have to do to know how to do this is that you got to get disciplined. And that means mentally, emotionally, psychologically, even environmentally. You've got to get comfortable. You've got to get comfortable delaying gratification. Now, again, there are different layers to this, because you got some people who they use this as an alibi to make people think they better off than they not. Oh, I ain't got to show nothing. I ain't got to this, that, and the other. And the truth is they just saying that because they know people do that. So I'm not saying you have to be like so gray and so blind and invisible that you never enjoy the fruits of your labor, or you never show the scoreboard of your success. And it doesn't mean that you're enjoying your life or showing the scoreboard of your success to please people. It means that you're just showing what you're capable of producing because you're in the marketplace making money. All right. So it's just like me being in Buckhead, being in this office suite and having all this space and doing all these things. I could easily be, around the corner somewhere in the hood, down a dirt road in the back of a garage, and I could save $15,000 a month, right? But is that going to benefit me as a business person? Is it actually going to enhance the quality of my business or negatively affect the quality of my business? So that type of spending is not what I'm referring to, because some people don't do that and they use that as an excuse because they probably not in a position to do it, or they just feel like it's not worth it when it's going to hurt their business ultimately. All right. But on the other hand, you got people who they just spend all their money. You know what I mean? So, okay, you look good, you dress good. Every time you show up, you look like you got it going on. But the truth is you ain't making no money. So I'm not going to say there needs to be a balance. But what I am going to say is there needs to be a discipline. You need to be disciplined, because I'm not going to put more money on me in terms of how I dress, and I'm not putting that much money in my business or more. I'm not going to put more money in what I drive and what I live in and where I go out to eat and how I travel, and I'm not willing to put all that money back into myself and into my business. So I don't mind looking good and eating good and driving good and living good when I know I put way more money back into my self-improvement. I put way more money back into being a better version of me. I put way more money back into having the right coaches and hiring the right people and paying for staff and putting money in my business. So you just got to be disciplined to delay gratification. So all your money you making shouldn't be going into just you and how you look, right? Because I know a lot of people, they look like $1 million, but they think like they got 20. So you're spending money, but you're not spending it on what's important. So you have to manage your spending. Millionaires have this advantage. They know how to manage spending. Well, it starts with them being disciplined to delay gratification. They got to delay gratification. So with some things, we got to hold off for a couple of years. And if something happens tremendously good within these couple of years, we can make that happen. But if not, we're going to just keep doing what we're doing. We're going to keep waiting, and we're going to keep building. We're going to keep investing and spending properly until we're in a position to make it happen. Am I making sense to you? So they know how to manage spending because, number one, they know how to, they're disciplined enough to delay gratification. What is another way to explain how millionaires know how to manage their spending? Here's another example. Here's another explanation of millionaires knowing how to manage their spending. Millionaires, so they're disciplined. That's one, right? Another one is millionaires don't necessarily save money as much as they store money. That's a big difference, okay? So for example, you could be out there making money and all you're doing is making money just to save it. But what are you saving it for? A rainy day? Like, I don't want to anticipate rain. Are you saving it for an emergency? That's good too. But at some point, you got to shift in your discipline with money as a manager of your money to not just save it, but to store it. I got to store it. So when you put something in storage, are you putting it there for a long time? Or are you just putting it there until you find another space to put the stuff in, right? So this is how your discipline has to work with you managing your spending. So now I'm disciplined. I'm not just saving money, I'm storing money. And another thing that I know how to do is I know how to spend as investing. I know how to spend as investing. I do this, and this is powerful, y'all. This really works with the second advantage of minimizing your taxes. So there's a lot of spending, and I learned this, I gotta be honest, I probably learned this 4 years ago. But 4 years ago when I learned it, I really didn't have a whole lot of money. So it really wasn't working to my advantage until I started making a whole lot more money and realized, oh wow, this is really, really, really powerful. And this is the concept, spending as investing. So for example, every quarter I go over all the income and expenses and cash flow of my organization, with my CPA, with my tax strategist, with my wife, with, you know, the people who are a part of my financial team, because what we're looking at doing is spending as investing. So there's a difference than just investing than it is spending as investing. So let me give an example. Spending as investing may be to hire a new employee. Now, why is that spending viewed as investing? Because I'm bringing on somebody who can actually help me make more money. So even though I spent that dollar amount to hire them, even though I have to spend to make sure they got benefits and to make sure that payroll taxes are being paid or whatever the situation, workman's comp and all this stuff that comes with hiring a new employee. But guess what? This spending is actually investing, because at some point I will get a return on my investment. That return is going to come. There's going to be an ROI, and I just need to know the dollar amount. I need to quantify it, because that's going to have a lot to do with the amount of work that this employee does, because this spending is actually an investment. What is another example of spending as investing? Marketing your business. Marketing your business. Like a lot of you that listen to me, and you listen to me, but you just don't take my advice. Okay, so let's say, for example, if you got $10,000, you got $10,000 saved. I'm just showing you how this works. You got $10,000 saved, right? 10 grand saved. Well, that 10,000 ain't doing nothing for your life or for your business. All it's doing is just sitting because it's saved. But over here, there may be some education that you need, right? Let's say you need some education. Let's say you need some self-improvement. Let's say you need some coaching. Let's say you really don't know a whole lot about a whole lot of what you want to do in business, but you got 10 stacks over here. You can let this 10 stacks sit because you want to save it, because you are married to the idea of having that. When if I have that and I know I need this this and this, let's say if this cost 10,000. Well, if this is going to make me 100,000 because I'm going to learn how to do things that can get me 100,000, I want to turn this into that. So I'm going to spend this. I'm not holding on to this. I'm going to spend this. And I've done it. I do it all the time because I know the value of spending as investing. Number 4, the fourth advantage of millionaires is millionaires know how to, it's the last one, maximize investing. So this is kind of like a segue right from number 3, right? It's a segue because millionaires have this advantage of knowing how to maximize their investing. They know how to maximize their investing. So even though they spend in their business as investing, so a lot of the expenditures that they have, I like to put it this way as well. If I can't write it off, if I can't use this spending as a business deduction, I'm gonna think twice about spending that money. You know, every once in a while, you know, I'll let the flesh, or I'll let just consumerism get the best of me. But a lot of times, even me and my wife, we both the same when it comes to that. I thought I was frugal. My wife is extremely frugal. So we always try to make sure that a lot of the money that we spend, we want that money to be outside of just being a blessing to people or sowing seeds or paying our tithes or giving to a church or some type of situation like that. We want to make sure the other money that we spending, we ain't just out there loafing and just living lavish, because we want our spending to be viewed as investing so that we're not overdoing it. But then the money that we're storing, that we're not spending as investing, okay, but the money that we're storing that because we're waiting for a score, because we want to maximize our investing. And the way to maximize your investing is to make sure that you find the right vehicles. You want to find the right vehicles to invest in. So there are certain investment vehicles. There are certain investment vehicles that will help you maximize your investments, right? There are certain investment vehicles. What are some of those vehicles? Well, the first and most important vehicle is you, because you are a business. Even if you don't have a business, you're still a business. And if you're not investing in you, what do you mean investing in you? I'm not talking about buying a Gucci hat. I mean, come on, man. I ain't talking about buying no watch. Ain't nobody talking about buying no doggone glasses and going out to eat, spending $400. Ain't nobody talking about going to Phipps Plaza. Ain't nobody talking about balling out of control just to make people think you're doing better than everybody else. That ain't what we talking about. We talking about you investing in you. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about your brain. I'm talking about your education. I'm talking about your personal development. You investing in becoming a better communicator, becoming a better leader, becoming a better father, becoming a better boss, becoming a better entrepreneur, becoming a better investor. If you're not investing in that, and that don't mean you just went back to school. Because there's a whole lot of people I know, they always telling me, oh, I'm going back to school to get this degree. I'm going back to school to get that degree. And then they go to school and get this degree and get that degree. And they come back to the real world and realize that degree means nothing out here because they can't even find a job, right? Because they didn't invest in themselves. They invested in a degree. They invested in an idea that an institution sold them or a system sold them, but they never really invested in themselves. If you want to invest in you, you got to invest in learning how to become a better salesperson, learning how to become a better marketer, learning how to become a better leader, learning how to become a better business owner, learning how to become a better entrepreneur, learning how to operate in the real world that we're in now. We're talking about a world of artificial intelligence, a world of systems and processes, a world of technological advancements that are moving at rapid speeds. Those are the things that we have to make investments in. And as one of my mentors always tells me, and the people that are in that mentoring program under his leadership, guess what he always says? You should be investing in you all the time, and don't leave investing in you until your financial situation changes. Isn't that powerful? Invest in you until your financial situation changes. Because I see so many people do it. I got a lot of clients I work with today that do it. Maybe you one of them watching, but you know what I mean? I'm like, I just try to be telling them, like, you invest in you, and then you join a program, you get coached, you get consulted, you start training, and then you stop after a couple months investing in you, and then you start all this other stuff. So when I sit down with a client and the client tells me, oh, I'm doing this now. I ain't doing this no more. I already know what done happened. Guess what happened? They done stop investing in themselves because they didn't see the results quick enough. But what they fail to realize is the moment they stopped investing in them, the moment they started minimizing the return on that investment. You can't get a return in an investment you don't continue to invest in. So the first investment vehicle is you, because you are a business. The second investment vehicle is your business. I'm talking about your LLC, your holding company, or whatever operating entity that you have. But you shouldn't be investing in your business and you're not investing in yourself. Because what if you put all your money in your business, but you never put no money in you? Guess what's going to happen? Your business is going to suffer because your business is a reflection of you. And you cannot just think you're going to hire virtual assistants, you're going to hire contractors, you're going to hire staff members, and everybody going to run your business the way you think it should run, and you ain't even doing nothing that you're trying to get them to do. And the truth is, because you don't have anything invested in you, you don't even know what they're doing, right? You don't want that. You want to invest in you and keep investing in you until you start producing revenue, until your income changes. Until your income changes, you shouldn't stop investing in you. But then you start investing in your business. You start investing in your business. I know people today, and I'm talking about a whole lot of people today, I guess, but I know people today who, instead of investing in their business, they will invest in other businesses like stocks and crypto and Bitcoin and even real estate. They invested in all these things, and you didn't even invest in your business. Your business is struggling. Your business don't have the right infrastructure. Your business don't have the right systems. Your business don't have the right processes. Your business doesn't even have an active, capable, competent CEO, but you way down here investing in crypto and Bitcoin. Come on. You gotta get your priorities right. That's not how it works. And then number 3, you can invest in other businesses. See, this is one of the reasons why I'm a millionaire. I'm gonna be a multimillionaire. I'm gonna be a billionaire. This is one of the reasons why, because I never stop investing in me. I study and learn and train every day. I do it religiously. I'm addicted to it. But guess what? Every day I invest in my business as well. I invest in my business. And guess what? I'm not investing in no other business the way I'm investing in my business. Period. I don't own no stocks. I don't own no stocks. I don't own no stocks. And it's not that stocks are bad. Now, I have ownership interests. See there? That's something different there now. I have ownership interests. So let me give you an example. I don't own a stock. I don't own any stocks, okay? I'm just giving an example. I don't own stocks, and I'm not saying stocks are bad, because that may be your thing. But if you are investing in stocks or bonds or whatever other investments, and you're not putting that or much more than that in your own self and in your own business, you're doing it backwards. Millionaires don't move like that. Wealthy people don't move like that. They don't. So even though I don't have stocks, but I have ownership interest, or I have equity stakes in companies. See, that's a big difference right there. Man, I'm giving you the game today. Oh, you better get this game. You heard what I just said? See, I don't have these because this is somebody else's business, right? I don't have that, but I got that. I got ownership interests. I got equity stakes. So that means when I have ownership interests or equity stakes into a business, I'm either getting a percentage of the gross revenue or the net operating income of that. And guess what that's coming back to? It's coming back to bada bing, come on. Bada bing, bada boom, my business. And I don't even have to necessarily work for my ownership interest or my equity stakes. But how can I actually pull that off? Because I'm always investing in myself and my business to know how to actually do that rather than depending on somebody else to do it for me. So those are the 4 advantages, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the 4 advantages of millionaires. Number 1, millionaires know how to make money. Number 2, millionaires know how to minimize taxes. Number 3, millionaires know how to manage spending. And number 4, millionaires know how to maximize investing. If you want more information on these things and you really want to know how to operate your personal, professional, your financial life the way that I'm giving you information on, I have an entire virtual mentorship program. It's called the Millionaire Blueprint. I teach you everything on business and financial success. We teach you how to start and structure holding companies. We teach you how to get into real estate investing. We teach you about goal setting and scheduling. We teach you about sales and marketing. We teach you about financial systems, creative tax strategies, and much, much more. We also have a millionaire mentorship program where you not only get the virtual training program, but you get me and my team working with you personally, mentoring you, coaching you, and consulting you. If you're interested in that program, all you have to do is text the word millionaire to 404-478-7213. I would love to take a few minutes to speak with you about our Millionaire Blueprint and our Millionaire Mentorship program. So it's really one big program in one. It's either virtual or virtual and in person, whatever program works for you. And it really just depends on how quick you want to get to where you want to go in your business and in your finances. I was just on a brief coaching or consulting session with someone who just joined our program, our Millionaire Blueprint, and he was a pastor. I don't even know if he's watching today, but if he is, shout out to you, sir. Very happy for you. But he's a pastor. He's starting a church, him and his wife, and they're actually doing business on the side, and he really wants to legitimize both. And it was just a pleasure to speak with him. Don't even know him, not even from around here. Like many people that we work with on a day-to-day basis, but just to know that he and his wife understand in order for them to get to their place of financial freedom, in order for them to build a solid, successful, and sustainable organization, for-profit and non-profit, that they got to get the right information. They got to get the education. They got to get the training, and they're willing to make that commitment to receive it. So if that's you as well, and you would like for us to work with you to help you start and structure and scale your business, your ministry, your income streams, I want you to text the word millionaire to 404-478-7213. This has been an amazing show. I appreciate all of you for continuing to support our show. We just passed 1 year. We celebrated 1 year yesterday, the Ramon Preston Show. We celebrated our 1 year anniversary yesterday. And I'm telling y'all, I'm super excited about what God is doing for us and what he's doing for our community. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. I'd be more than happy to share more information with you. Until tomorrow, I love you, praying for you. Have an amazing day.